Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. You'll remember the last episode, things were actually going pretty well, and so well in fact that I saw no reason to turn back to our last bastion of safety with the last bonfire we encountered, and instead we were still continuing our march forward. Now, that is, I believe, a spell casting enemy. I find it interesting. The large hat is very reminiscent of Big Hat Logan from Dark Souls 1. Also, there's a hole in the floor right there. Okay. Yeah. So, I did not want to necessarily approach that guy head on from such a distance. Let's instead, we saw there's one enemy back here. There's an item up there. This is actually supremely reminiscent of the Undead Asylum ring that is just slightly out of view. Okay, that's not the original caster we saw, but a buddy. And it looks like... maybe fighting one of them queued up the others to start making their advance. See if I hang out here for just a second. He's going to patrol back. And then when this guy gets real close like, I'm going to use this opportunity to deal with him before he can get any spell casts off. Love it. Okay. And you can die as well. Alright. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, there is certainly quite the ambush around here. Alright. We woke up one on the other side. But we can summon someone. Aegon of Karim, who we met earlier in the Undead Settlement. Ow. I really need to trade hits with him there. Looks like the spellcaster has been alerted to our presence. Now, why would there be a summon sign here? Are we coming up on a boss that I am unaware of? Tell you what, we're going to go ahead and grab Aegon. And then we'll just poke around the corner here at this fine friend. Alright, we get all of them taken down. Now, with no enemies around, what are you here for, my friend? Where are you going? No. Thought perhaps a false bookcase might have been a thing, but no. What is he doing? Does he follow me, or... Yeah, he does. Okay, maybe he was just trying to stay out of my way. So I'm kind of expecting there to be a boss somewhere nearby. Perhaps up there? Do I see any way... So we spotted an item earlier. Do I see any way to reach that item? Let's poke around for just a moment. I think this is the area that we initially came in. Like that archway over there. We came in through it. We went up the stairs. Led over and around to over here. So I'm assuming we find a way up later, and that the way forward is through. Okay. One of the reasons that I ultimately ended up playing offline, sort of demonstrated in the last episode and then now in this one, is that I didn't want to miss out on the NPC summons, which can be a little bit hard to notice when you've got, when you've got all of the online player summon signs everywhere. It can be hard to differentiate which is which. So, as what we've seen here, there's no boss fog. We're learning tricks from Bloodborne, right? There's no boss fog here, but I could see, this doesn't scream boss arena, but it doesn't look like Aegon is able to progress past the archway there. He is running into a boss fog that we cannot yet see. Gotta, are we expecting to encounter more dangerous trees? Just kind of looking around first. Doesn't look like there's any real hazards to concern ourselves with. Yeah, see, he's running into boss fog that's not yet formed. Oh, well, there we go. The crystal sage. Interesting. Very interesting. Got some crystal homing soul mass style stuff going on here. How long do these things freaking last? Oh, jeez. Okay. Are we not gonna? We're not gonna have enough for a magic weapon cast. That is unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. Crystal sages doing lots of crystal casting. Well, let's get in here ourselves. Maybe let your spells just bounce off of this. Here we go. And then get in here. Okay, you were teleporting away. Not too dangerous then. Yeah, thanks, Egan. You may have noticed it disappeared. Okay, and let's get back in here. Okay, we can disrupt its spellcasting, which seems like what we would want to keep on top of. So it popped up there, then it popped up over on the other side. Where are you coming next? Over here. Oh, I didn't quite get there in time. Although Egan managed to wallop it quite a bit. Well, that was neat. Don't know what it did exactly, but it sure looked cool. Where are you? You are over here. Oh, not for long, though. Well, this is a fun little cat and mouse game we are playing with each other. Oh, I see. There's about to be several of you, huh? Oh, I think I might have knocked it away from... Oh, from Egan. Okay. Yep. So I think I've just been hitting the illusions so far. Ow. I'll tell you what, let's keep at it if we can't disrupt each of these. Alright, and more crystal homing stuff. I'm going to let him deal with the boss for just a second there. And I haven't noticed any sign of where the boss is going to be next. Although, okay, so I'm noticing now the, ooh, that hurt a bit. The boss appears to be, oh god. The boss appears to be the purple one, whereas the, the illusions are casting, well, got caught in the corner now, didn't I? Okay, it's okay. We did about 50% of its damage. That second phase is pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Coming in there with full magic or full FP so that I could buff my own weapon would certainly be helpful, as I'm not doing an awful lot of damage to it. Now we get to play the Where Was I Again game. Let's see, the fastest path to get back there would be run. Oh, great. Dog. Hello, dog. Come at me. No, not then when I was prepared for you. Okay. Let's head this way, I think. Or this is when we came in. This was a dead end. Yeah, and I hear you. I totally hear you. Okay. Looks like this guy's got enough range on his leash to want to play with us out here. That's fine. Okay. Now, maybe? Maybe not. Okay, yes. Okay. This is the archway that I pointed out. We were standing in that window not all that long ago. I saw you drop down behind me. Oh, I thought to the spellcaster. Oh, okay. Well, there's 15,000 souls that I'm never going to see again. I don't actually think I've ever had any of the spellcasters get off and attack at me. Or they had fired, like, the real tiny soul arrow type weapons. Not anything giant and soul speary. So that was a little bit unexpected for me. Where did the dog come from? Weird. Okay, we don't go that way, we go this way. And now, I have, like, nothing to lose. So when I came in here, I thought the, the melee enemy would have been the one that leapt off at us, and that the spellcaster surely stayed up here. I was super wrong. And, definitely paid for it. Okay, once we're up here, did I drop down last time? I must have. Because dropping down appears to be the only way to go. Okay, so we dropped down... Oh, no. Apparently I did not drop down last time. We're going to sacrifice over here. Well then. Looks like now I get to play the I don't remember how to get back to the boss game. Okay, you're dead. You're not dead. Okay. We came up here, and yeah, I don't have a great kick with the S-Stock. Fine though. I do have good counter damage. Well. So I guess up here was just the item. Maybe I didn't drop down last time and I proceeded forward. Maybe. Okay, right. I remember seeing him through the window. It's just a shortcut back, unfortunately, and not a shortcut forward. Alright, so I came up here. I initially went to the left, but I have no reason to do that this time. Ow. It's interesting. That did like a little bit of damage to me. Come on. Thank you. Okay. And then we started the episode right here. Alright. I do remember. I do. Okay. You can die. Alright, so that was the one there. Come over here. We one-shot these guys. And... Huh, I don't know. Is the other spellcaster, like, up the path towards the boss, maybe? And it comes down... eventually? I'm not sure. Maybe it's a timing-based thing. Well... Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'll tell you what. We are going to stay on the other side of these pillars. We'll deal with the melee units that I'm hoping are going to come close. And once we... Oh, wow. We lived through that. Once we've done that, we can then worry about these other guys. Oh, unfortunately... I know that there's another one out there. Okay. Good. There we go. I also got a little bit of a heal from our concurrent attacks there. Not seeing the benefit from that too often, as it requires like 3 or 4 attacks in a row. So I do think I want to Ember, if for no other reason than increasing my max health, but in this case, for the reason that we can also summon Aegon of Karim here. He didn't seem like the best NPC summon for this fight. And why do I say that? Well, he's got his giant weapon that's kind of slow, and the boss is pretty easy to stagger. So in a perfect world, I would want a fast weapon that could close with it. Whereas he lumbers over and oftentimes is like swinging his weapon right about the same time the boss is disappearing into the ground again. Alright, I'll be able to use magic weapon this time. We'll be able to come in through here, and it's going to get off its homing spell there, which is fine. And then I'm going to dodge a bit. I don't want to get hit in the back by it. Yeah, see, it seems like most of his time is being spent hitting the ground. Okay, back over here. Whoa, that was lovely. Alright, doing pretty decent damage though. He occasionally gets here in time. Where are you going to be next? Is there a pattern at all? Anything I'm not noticing? No, I don't think so. Okay, come in here, and oh, that was unexpected. Okay. Alright, decent damage, top off. And I'm looking for you. Okay, hello. Alright, now we're getting the multiples. Oh boy. This is like, alright, let's get back here. Heal. There are some little safe nooks and crannies here and there. I was just about to say, this fight in many ways feels like Pinwheel's Revenge, as we get the oh, come on, dodge, roll, spam it. Yes, alright. As we are getting the multiple copies of enemies, but they are a little bit more formidable than Pinwheel's copies ever were. Alright, and we're looking for the purple one, right? Alright, and it's over there. Are we safe here? I think we're safe here. Thank you, Aiken. Okay. Purple friend. A couple of rolls through that, and some, oh geez, some unlocked attacks. Oh, it didn't go away. Okay, apparently I should have kept on it for a little bit longer. I expected after my initial assault that the boss was gone. Not the real one is the real one. Roll, roll. Can we finish this here? Oh, we can. Yes, yes. Oh, I'm out of Estus. Whew. Air of fire destroyed. Crystal Sage. Soul of a Crystal Sage. Whew. And bonfire. Lovely. Okay, okay. So this is certainly one path to have taken. I feel like we ignored some stuff back in the swamp, but it doesn't look like this dead ends. Now, I was looking at this the whole... That's an interesting rock, kind of broken down there. I was looking at this space during the fight. Wonder if this was just supposed to be a safe place to come, or maybe you come up here and wait for the boss to spawn down below. Not really sure. Thought that might have actually been like the exit out of the boss area. And when I noticed this, I questioned that assumption. Well then. We have got our bonfire lit. Got all of our Estus back. And let's just see... Okay, the Crystal Sage bonfire. Let's read a little bit of some item descriptions, shall we? I guess boss souls are just a general item, aren't they? Considering we can consume them. Soul of a Crystal Sage, one of the twisted souls, steeped in strength. Used to acquire many souls or transposed to extract its true strength, the twin Crystal Sages once served as spiritual guides to the scholars of the Grand Archives. And one went on to ally with the Undead Legion. Okay, the twin crystal sages. So there are two crystal sages. They served as the spiritual guides to the scholars of the Grand Archives. The Grand Archives. So I don't think the big hat is coincidental in this case. But there were two of them, and one of them went on to ally with the Undead Legion, presumably the one we just murderized here. Whatever happened to the other, one may never know. And we've got a path off in that direction. I'd say the most unfortunate thing out of all that fighting was... oh yeah, and that guy spawns just right there. Must spawn there and make his way down. Interesting. The most unfortunate aspect of that fight is that we came into this boss fog with 15,000 souls, and we are now exiting it with just over 8,000. I'm a little sad about that, truth be told. But I do see this as good a time as any to head back to Firelink Shrine and do a little bit of leveling up. That's a real silly thought. But... so the bosses that we fought so far, starting at the tutorial and ending here, have been black tar, and then ice, and then weed, and then crystal meth. That's what I've been getting, is a maybe unintentional drug theme.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take.
Yep. Alright, we can grab one level here. A little bit of HP, a little bit of stamina. I think our HP bar feels pretty good, honestly. I could take Dex to 20. That might not be the worst idea. I think I'm gonna get... Let's go with... let's go with the point of endurance. 2 more stamina. Seems like such a small number. It does add up eventually, though. Yeah. And then... Anybody else have anything to say for me?
Gaining admission to the Legion. Inside their key, even...
Yeah, okay. Snuffing out 3 fires. Got it. Since we did just get a boss soul, I would also like to talk to the fine gentleman over here.
Aha, thou returned, and a fine day it is.
Okay, and Crystal Hail. Soul of a Crystal Sage. Requires 18 intelligence, which we do not have, but it casts a cascade small crystal soul masses from the sky. Unique sorcery developed by extraordinary preacher twins known as the Crystal Sages. Casts a cascade of small crystal soul masses from above. Crystal soul masses have piercing qualities. In a pact said to have been formed long ago, one of the sages allied with the Undead Legion in order to train the sorcerers of Farron. Okay. Any of... Ooh. Now this might be a little bit more up my alley. Let's go ahead and grab the Crystal Sage's Rapier. Thrusting sword with tiny crystals scattered across its blade. Used by the Crystal Sages for self-defense. The crystals boost the magic damage inflicted by the sword and the item discovery of its wielder. Fruits of a lifetime of research conducted by the Sages. From stance, use normal attacks to backstep and execute a surprise attack or strong attacks for consecutive thrusting. Okay.
Treat the Firekeeper not with discourtesy. She is much like thee. Prisoners both, kept to link the fire.
Alright, good to know. Let's check this out in comparison to our S-Stock plus 3. We're doing about 160. It's a significant drop, especially with the split damage. Well, let's check it out for a second here. First of all, it looks super cool. Basic R1 rapier thrusts. R2 Okay. I like that. Back step. Okay. Roll. Okay. Can attack over shield. It's got the rapier kick. Heavy attacks. Similarly, I don't think there are... Yeah, like a running heavy attack or a backstepping heavy attack or any of that stuff. Then two-handed. Rapier thrusts. Heavy attack. Okay. And of course, all heavy attacks charge. Okay. And then block or inner stance. Now, with the rapier... Okay. The R1 is a backstep and then thrust. I wish, but I cannot. I can't control the timing on that, which I think would make it a lot more powerful, if that makes sense. Like, I wish if I held it in longer, it would maybe take longer to attack, but that's not the case. It's just always at that speed. And then the heavy attack. Okay, very Ricard's Rapier-esque. Maybe that's where its advantages are going to come from. Yeah, of course it doesn't buff. Are just purely out of the consecutive hits there. That's quite a bit of FP as well. Tell you what. Alright, we're going to equip our S stock. Can we offhand? Or, like, not really offhand, but, yeah, we're still rolling just fine. And actually, as I say that, maybe offhanding it wouldn't be the worst idea. What does this get us? It blocks. I was hoping for a parry, right? Like that in the offhand, its heavy attack would give me a parry. Unfortunately, that is not the case. It gives me the block. How about here? Block and attack. Okay. Just trying a couple of things here. Okay, but I can two-hand it by holding down triangle. And it's just its light attack, basically. Even though it's L2, it just gives us a light attack animation out of it. I don't really see any advantage to doing that. And I'll be honest, I miss power stancing. I miss power stancing rapiers. Oh, it's so good. Alright, let's get this back out. And, of course, with this shield, my L2 is actually my, my skill. So, that's a little bit of an advantage. Yeah, I can just go straight into that. I can block or use the stance abilities. I'm gonna test it out in the field a little bit. I don't expect it to be better than my S-Stock +3, which is a little sad, but it maybe it'll have some niche purpose. Speaking of...
it is good, wasn't it?
My S-Stock, is there anything I can do with it? No, I have seen... Ooh, I've seen no Titanite of the large variety. That sees a pretty big boost. Wow, actually that sees a huge boost. 9 physical, 12 magic, and the scaling gets better. Maybe it's just unfair. 95 plus 18. Yeah, maybe it's just unfair to be comparing it to +3 anything. Tell you what, I don't have any other use for them.
Pretty be careful.
I'll go ahead and use the scale to get it to be a +1 weapon, and maybe we'll see if it can hold its own out there in this cruel, dark world. I think we just reached a new bonfire, and I think this would be a good time as any to call the episode. We can pick up in the next one at the Crystal Sage bonfire and just head out from there. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got a somewhat unexpected boss fight. I almost wish I would have just continued forward in the last episode. I could have gotten to a boss fairly quickly and then probably died to it and ended the episode there. But oh well, that did not work itself out. Oh well, oh well. So we got a good boss fight in. Got a new boss weapon, which remains to be seen how good it actually is. But you know, we'll go on that journey together. All right, if you did enjoy it, feel free to subscribe. There's more videos on the channel every day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.